Hey, good morning. It's your boy KC Boxing coming to you with another video on my new highly decorative channel. If you like the content, what you're hearing, make sure you hit that like button. And also, I need your subscription today. So please, sub to me and also hit the icon bell. Once you hit the bell, you will be notified each and every time I upload a video. So, there's some breaking news as of yesterday. The WBC ordered Triple G and Charlo fight to happen. Now, I don't trust the governing bodies. I'm sorry, but that's just my fucking opinion. I do not trust them. I trust them just a little bit less than I trust Edward Hearn. They both will lie and stress the truth. But Eddie Hearn carried a little bit farther. But that's besides the point. Now, it's up to us. It's up to the LDBC. It's up to everyone that has a channel to push this fight. This will be a great fight. That's right. This will be a great fight. I mean, Triple G is getting older, and this would be a perfect fight for Charlo to put on his resume. Danny Jacobs, he tried. Kell Brook, he tried. Canelo tried twice and was successful. Triple G has been exposed. Let's just put it that way. See, when Triple G first came on the scene, he burst out of nowhere. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Just like Chocolatito. That's right. Alexis Arguello, #1 pupil from Nicaragua. See, both was pumped up to be something they wasn't. And we owe it all to HBO and Jim Lampley and Max Kellerman and my brother, bootlicking Roy Jones. That's right, I said bootlicking. Sure, he used to be a boxer. An orthodox boxer, because he invented that style of hit and run. So he didn't have that toe-to-toe technique. He didn't have that work the jab and work the angles. He didn't have great balance. He didn't know how to counter punch well. So therefore, if you can do all that, how can you commentate to tell another fighter to do all that? I understand some are more talented than others. That's why I always push that fight for Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. I understand other side of the street. We understand it's a business. But now, that other side of the street just became a one-way. Why? Because HBO, due to their bias, due to their racism, due to their inefficiently commentaries, because I'm going to tell you, Max Kellerman, he sounds great. The words come out of his mouth sounds great, but he's talking in circles. You ever met a guy that thought he was smart, but he really wasn't, but he give you that perception that he's smart? He try to use big words, but the words that he used as big, he used them out of context. Now, if you're not intellectually on his level, you would think he's smart. Hello. That's right. You'll think he's smart. Which he's not. Actually, to contrary belief, those are assholes. So, it's been a long time coming for HBO to take a hike, to get the fuck out. Straighten up or get the fuck out. That was my whole thing with HBO. Now, don't get me wrong. HBO is a pioneer in boxing. We all remember Boxing After Dark. We all remember the Friday night fights. We all remember the good times. Excuse me, sinus problems. We all remember when Floyd Mayweather was with Top Rank. Remember when Mikey Garcia was with Top Rank. But, oh yeah, there's a motherfucking but in there. But they didn't treat them right. No matter how Mikey Garcia will win and be the second in the whole boxing sport behind Floyd Mayweather and wins. Until he was put on the shelf, he was closing in on Floyd. All he had to do is keep having fights more than Floyd. That's right. Arturo Gatti, when he fought Floyd Mayweather, may he rest in peace, Floyd said that's when he lost his passion for boxing. If a commentary like HBO can make you lose the love of the sport, that's really messed up. What you do with a bad apple that spoils a bunch, and I'm talking about a bunch, PBC, ESPN, Top Rank, Golden Boy, Fox Sports Channel, and Showtime. You get rid of them. If one apple spoil a bunch, you get rid of that rotten apple. And HBO, I'm sorry. Lately, or in the last 2 or 3 years, you've been that rotten apple. You build up Triple G like it wasn't no tomorrow. You built him up like he's running through everybody. His hands are made of stone. Then they take turns. Then they go to Lomachenko. Whoa, we never seen a fighter like that. Wow, look at the angles he's moving. Oh, he made Rigondeaux quit on the stool. Well, Rigondeaux jumped up 2 or 3 weight classes. I would have set my ass down too and got my check. He didn't do anything spectacular. But I'm going to tell you something. What I would like to see is Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko. I believe Gary Russell, he's off that chasing Lomachenko shit. But I believe that would be a great fight. See, that Mikey and Earl Spence, I believe that just was Mikey seeking attention. Like my boy, the Boston Clinic and more. CJ, good fella, baby. He can speak that shit. That's right. And if I'm not mistaken, last night on the Smoke City Mobcast, he said exactly what I'm saying. Verbatim. Mikey Garcia is an attention seeker. He's more like a Floyd Mayweather. If they're not mentioning his name, or if they're not talking about his potential fights, he assumed that he's irrelevant at this point in time, which Floyd is. Floyd did his thing for 20-some years. He grabbed every belt that was out there. Sit his ass down. Now, you can't blame no one but your damn self if you blew your money. Now, don't hold my feet to the fire, but allegedly he been spending $10 million per day. Now, how in the hell you can spend that much money? Well, gambling, I guess so. Now, if you got it, great. I don't knock nobody for having money, for being a billionaire before they hit 50. I don't knock nobody for that. Kudos to them. But it's not my money. But I will tell you this. If he's so close to Al Heyman, of course Al Heyman can't tell you what to do with your own money, but he can advise you still. Floyd, you need to put such and such away each and every month. So, anyway, with the Charlo and the Triple G, I read in a comment from another site where it says a 50-50 chance they will fight. And you're right. Like Coach said last night, Abel Sanchez, with his 3 chins, will try to avoid that fight as much as possible. Why? Because Charlo will knock him on his ass. No, Charlo's not going to sit there and put his head with your head and fight Mexican style, which your ass didn't do. Your ass was backed up by the Mexican. Remember? Fight Mexican style, toe-to-toe? Bootlicking Roy Jones was right. You don't make that challenge if you're not going to do it. You bagged up the whole fight and you're supposed to be the hitter. And I don't want to hear I didn't follow the game plan. If you didn't, so what? You still have 2 hands and 2 fists. And you're supposed to have power in both of them. You've been exposed. You've been found out. That's right. HBO, all they tried to do was hoodwink us, bamboozle us, lead us astray. That's all they tried to do. But I said this. I predicted this. Triple G is not all what he's cut up to be. He's a hype job at the age of the late age that he is. Maybe if he push it, he had maybe 2 years left in the sport of boxing. Why? Because he started taking the L's now. When you used to be an undefeated so many times, then once you lose, you can lose your fucking mind, Adrian Broner. You can go into a depression type state, Adrian Broner. Or you can bounce back and say, look, I just got to fight my way back. Look at Amir Iman, promoted by none other than Still and Swindle Don King. He get knocked out, technical knockout, by Adrian Granados from my hometown, Chicago. So, hype jobs and boxing don't mix. Because in boxing, all it takes is one punch. You have, and I mean this, I really mean this, and I'm talking to Deontay Wilder in specific, and I'm talking other fighters that have fights coming up. You must keep your defense tight if you want to avoid a knockout. Sure, he might bang you on the arm, he might bang you on the elbows, but keep your defense tight and you will be successful. Charlo, don't have to worry about him. Him and his brother work hard as hell to be champions. Sure, they hit the weights, but they don't hit the weights all day, every day. Anthony Joshua gives out real fast. He gas out real fast. Now, if Parker or even Dylan White, if their trainer had the audacity to step in and say, look, I'm first in line to fight Triple G, well, you better make sure you have a game strategy of chopping down that big tree. Hello, anybody out there? KQ, KC, gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna bullshit you. The press conference yesterday, Tyson Fury hit a nerve with Deontay Wilder. And yes, it is a waiting game now. It's a promotional tour now. So, now you have to answer to a lot of people in your division. I would like to see Jerry Hurd and Triple G. I would like to see Charlo versus Jerry Hurd. That's a good fight. No defense. No defense at all. But he can take a punch. And when he think he have you hurt, he's coming after you. But you have to be careful, because that boxer might be hurt, but not hurt as far as that type of hurt. So basically, that's the only breaking news I have for you at this present time. But I will say this. I really enjoyed the Smoke City Mobcast. I was with them from the beginning to the end. And it was great. The people on the panel was great. So, therefore, once again, I'm KC Boxing Channel. If you like what this newly decorative channel is coming from and the content I speak from, please hit that like button. Hit that sub button. And make sure that you always push the narrative. What I mean is, if a fight can be made and be made easily, just like Spence and Porter, they have the same advisor. Al Heyman has both of them. Make it happen before you lose it forever. I always ask, not Floyd directly, but a friend, a cousin that's a friend to Floyd Mayweather. Why did you ever stop boxing when you didn't want to? Why? Because you seen the young guns coming up. You see how fast they learn. You have seen their IQ. That's why. And one more thing. Jamel Charlo and Triple G fight should move forward. It's enough with all the talking. We know the fights we want to see. We like to see Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko. That's right. We like to see that. Of course, we're going to see Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, and Anthony Joshua is sitting up in his room, pouting. Yeah, this is supposed to be my country. This is supposed to be my time. Look, fuck that. If it's supposed to be your time, who knows what happened in that fight? Well, I didn't want to. Look, playtime is over with. Recess is over with. It's time to come in. It's time to make these fights. It's time to put pressure on these promoters. It's time to put pressure on these networks. It's time to put pressure, period. And with that, again, I'm KQKC Boxing Channel. Remember this. I am not new to this. I'm just true to this. Peace and love.